Today I will be presenting valid reasons and purposes to add Into Thin Air into the approved reading list. This book was written by Jon Krakauer and was officially published by Willard Books in 1997. With the Lexile of 1320L, this book is suspenseful and very intriguing while somewhat simple to read. In this particular account, Krakauer arrives stunned with the mountain and ready to climb. Krakauer is guided by experts in the field, Rob Hall, Andy Harris, Doug Hansen, and Scott Fisher, who will all be accompanied by experienced Sherpas who speak Nepalese or Sherpa. Krakauer first arrives at base camp somewhat nervous due to the fact that he has not met many of the climbers. He quickly establishes the fact that communication and trust are key elements to a climb. After they initiate the climb, things go smoothly until their final stretch of mountain. The group splits into two, with one going ahead of the other at the start of the day. A storm begins to brew just as Krakauer summits with a few people. He heads back and passes the second group and wonders why they are continuing since it is past the 2 o'clock turnaround time. All in all, Krakauer loses good friends and mentors, as a total of 12 would die that day attempting to summit the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Fortunately, we have recovered some of Krakauer's journals throughout his journey, each with a symbolic picture and journal entry. As we go through, relevance to the Forsyth County learner profile will be presented. Here we have a drawing of the mountain where Krakauer says, "The mountain was a diamond. The clouds rolled over the mountaintops like icing on a cake. It was a mesmerizing view, but I was ready to climb it. Who wouldn't want to give it a try?" This is a drawing of what appears to be base camp. Krakauer says, "Base camp was really fascinating. Tents, people, Sherpas, yaks. All in one inclusive deal. Only problem was, I knew hardly anyone there. Climbing a mountain with strangers means little trust to me. This was a huge problem. Would you want a taxi driver performing your open heart surgery or an actual surgeon?" Drawing of a Sherpa. The Sherpas were interesting. They were a unique group of people who lived a dirty lifestyle for very little earnings. They put themselves at risk each day so that we didn't have to. They ran a family business in mountainous death. They have a unique culture that I respect and earned themselves a place on this earth. Put yourself in their shoes and try to imagine your life with only 5% of what you have. It's very difficult. Here Krakauer explains the Sherpas briefly. He explains their diverse culture and unique culture throughout the book, and he clearly shows respect. He also advocates for their rights to live a better lifestyle throughout the book as well. Both of these aspects are important for students to learn, as it improves their overall respect for other people. Cooperation was a huge component of climbing. If you were at odds with someone, you'd both die on the mountain. Working with others no matter what was up between you was key. The only trick was working with strangers. Here Krakauer emphasizes the importance of working with others, no matter what the circumstances, as he believes it to be a key component in climbing a mountain. He teaches us to cooperate with others, and to develop a relationship with other climbers, and to maintain them, relating it to the learner profile section: listen, communicate, and interact. Talking. Communication was also a key component. Being able to speak Nepalese or Sherpa was awesome. This enabled an easy climb because the Sherpas could communicate with you to show you the techniques or the way. Also, communicating with other climbers assisted in all of your survival. If you choose to communicate, you will survive. With this, Krakauer hits the learner profile by practically requiring a decent form of communication and stresses to readers how important it really is. He also describes that having multilingual skills will help advance communication and shows this throughout the book. The storm hit hard. We had to figure out how to get our tents all together and to continue to climb. We had a problem and we were going to fix it. We all tried to apply our skills to put all hands on deck in this situation. We finally continued to push for the final stretch of the mountain. This shows critical thinking, as Krakauer and his team try to put together ideas of how to survive the storm and to solve problems with real-world applications. They are creating solutions and applying knowledge. We pushed through the snow and very little visibility, literally. The wind was piercing. We advocated for each other's survival and pushed each other through the storm. It was getting tougher to do as we were running low on oxygen and strength. We continued to push and push, but we were starting to lose the battle. This book demonstrates how work ethic has remained high. He shuttles this to the reader by encouraging people to work hard for reward. As they climb the mountain, this trait is evident. He also constantly shows his pursuit of personal goals as he pushes through the storm towards the sun. Chin Nu Yan, one of the Taiwanese Sherpas, was the first to succumb to the elements of Everest. He was a strong leader and well respected by me and the other climbers. He demotivated most of us, but strengthened others as they were trying to climb in his honor. He is remembered, and his death marks the first of many. Oxygen is the most important thing in the world right now. I am running low on a supplemental oxygen, and that is not good. It lowers energy and makes us susceptible to succumbing to the elements. We will continue to care for ourselves and push to the top. This was the last and final view of many of my friends and mentors, specifically Rob Hall. As I draw this, I remember him falling after he slipped. I tried saving him, but the storm was too swift. I had to live with the fact that I let him go, that I left him to die, that I was responsible. This will be my last memory of Everest, a killer.